Good Thursday morning to you, everyone. Pastor Mark here, or Rev here, whatever you want to call me. I answer to a lot of things. It is Thursday, as I said. It is April the 8th, and we have finished our first week of April and moving on through this year. I hope you're safe and well. I hope you're blessed this morning. I thank you for joining me here for this time of devotion. Feel free to share it. Some of you are starting to do that, and I appreciate it. We reach more people that way, and that makes me happy to reach more people through this time of devotion. So thank you for what you do. I do appreciate the comments and the reactions to the devotions as well. It helps me know that there are people that are watching and actually taking part in the devotion time. I want to read to you this morning from Psalm. This is Psalm number 127. Unless the Lord builds the house, its builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the watchmen stand guard in vain. In vain you rise early and stay up late, toiling for food to eat, for he grants sleep to those he loves. Sons are a heritage from the Lord, children reward from him. Let me say that line again. Sons are a heritage from the Lord, children a reward from him. Like arrows in the hands of a warrior are sons born in one's youth. Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them. They will not be put to shame when they contend with their enemies in the gate. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. You know, it's good to find satisfaction in our work. But you know what? There is more to life than work. Maybe I should say than just work. But there's more to life than just working. I know that there are people that find fulfillment in their work, and that's good. But work isn't all there is. There are more significant things than earning a good living for our families. Often, Psalms seem somewhat disjointed when we read through them, but what does one set of phrases have to do with the other? Sometimes when we read through the Psalms, we think, okay, that's all fine and good, but what does it have to do with the next line in the Psalms? You know, if we miss the description here of the workaholic that I just read in verse 2, let me say it again. In vain you rise early and stay up late, toiling for food to eat. If we miss that description of the workaholic in this verse, then we're surely going to miss the logic of the whole psalm. The writer here, and we don't know actually who it is, it's called a Song of Ascents of Solomon, so it's possible that Solomon possibly wrote it. It may have been written for Solomon. Excuse me. For the writer returns immediately to the subject of children and says, children are a heritage from the Lord. So when we see this workaholic in verse 2, we grasp the logic here. Now, understand, I'm not just talking to you men who are workaholics. I'm talking to the women as well. Both sexes can be workaholics. Both sexes. And let me say this, that's all there is. Two sexes, male and female, period. And that's my rant. The workaholic rises early and sits up late, missing not only his or her rest, but also the reward of involvement in his or her children's lives. How delightfully the writer pictures a person who is happy with a household of offspring as concerned to their development as a warrior is with keeping his bow ready, his quiver full. Now, don't get me wrong here this morning. Work is important, but it's not life's first priority, nor is it as satisfying as investing ourselves in our children. Think about it. I'm Pastor Mark. Love you guys. Be safe, be well, be blessed. Go do something for Jesus. See you tomorrow.